Hello Paradise Lovers! Welcome back to the Badass Wife of Costa Rica. This is your host Sayaka, and today you will learn how to make Tropical Ceviche with our dear friend Jean-Luc at his restaurant COCOLOCO, located right on the stunning Flamingo Beach. Jean-Luc and my hubby went spearfishing this morning and caught lots of fish. We will be using this morning's fresh catch to prepare the COCOLOCO's popular dish, Tropical Ceviche. And today's episode is hosted by Sayaka and Joanna. Jean-Luc is an American-born French chef who has been living in Costa Rica for 18 years. From the moment he first set foot in this country, he fell in love with its natural beauty and convinced his entire family to make the move. Besides owning his beach bar COCOLOCO, he also manages the event venue Terrazas and catering company Catering Costa. Today we're here at COCOLOCO, his beachfront bar famous for its breathtaking sunsets. Jean-Luc will now share with us the secret behind his delicious ceviche.
Okay, great. So what we're going to do is a tropical ceviche. We're going to use this fish right here that I'm just going to fillet the fish first so we can get just the meat. And then we're going to cut it up. And so I'm not going to take the scales off because we're going to fillet it. It'll actually help us get underneath the skin.
You don't even need to.
I don't have to take the scales off. Yeah, so I'm going to go underneath this.
Better, because taking scale off is hard.
It's hard and it's a mess. You get scales flying everywhere. So now we're all cleaned up. We have the fish, no bones in it, with just the meat here. Depending on where you go in Central South America, there's different ways of doing ceviche. In Peru, they slice it thin. Here in Costa Rica, the typical way is just to make little squares. They make the squares a little bit bigger since we're going to eat it immediately. If you cut the fish a little bit smaller, it'll react faster with the lime juice and you don't have to wait so long. And actually, I think it looks nicer when things are cut smaller. So we're going to just cut these into little squares. This is where the spear actually went through the fish. So the idea is to try to get uniform cuts. So everything is similar. You don't want one piece this big and one piece this small. You want to try to get them as uniform as possible.
That's the part I have to learn.
So we're going to do lime juice, and then to help balance out the acidity of the lime, we're going to add some fresh coconut milk and a little bit of pineapple. So there's a special type of lime that we use here. It's called limon mandarin. The inside looks almost like an orange, and the acidity level isn't quite as much as a regular lime, so it works perfectly for ceviche. Yeah. Okay, so I do the fish first, put the lime juice on the fish, and then while that's marinating in the lime juice, I'll cut up the rest of the ingredients and add it to it. So we're going to go ahead and get our limes cut. You want to cut the lime with the round part up, so it looks like that.
You want me to squeeze?
That would be great. Yeah, here's a if you squeeze it into there, it'll keep all the.
How many do you have to use usually?
It really depends on, it depends. You want it to be completely covered with liquid, and also, since this isn't going to have the rest of the ingredients, it has to be completely covered with the lime.
Okay, so quite a bit.
So for this amount, which is, we're making here about 3 to 4 orders, you're going to need at least 12, 14 limes.
Yeah, that's like that.
Yeah. So we have red pepper.
Red pepper, never used that. The word, do you have something? Perfect. Red pepper, I love it. It's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it sweet. Ooh, Chef Jean-Luc. I'm gonna put some in there, Jean-Luc, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
So start cooking the fishy. Alright. More?
Yeah, I would say a little bit more.
Yeah, and I use this.
Yeah. outside off. And this I'm gonna do similar to a grimoire. I'm gonna take it, and you see how this is where the stem was? It's harder on that, so that's gonna be your back. You're gonna take a knife, cuts like this. Go this way. And then this way. Okay, we're gonna cut the base off here.
Because that's all you're gonna use.
I'm not gonna use too much, yeah. So
yeah, that's perfect. So you don't need to waste it. Well, cut the whole pineapple.
we're just missing the cilantro, and then we're gonna make some fresh coconut milk.
Nice. That'll be fun. Like that.
So this is right off the tree, right? And this is right off the tree, and this is where it hangs off the coconut tree. Okay? And this is the inside of that. So once this falls on the ground and is there for months and months and months, it gets. So this is a coconut that's not ripe at all, and this is ripe. That's the main difference. And as it ripens or gets older, this gets harder and harder. So the inside of this is going to be softer than this.
Oh.
So we have a special way that now we're gonna open this up, and we're gonna get the coconut water out. To make coconut milk, you take the meat from inside of this and you blend it with water. I'm gonna blend it with a little bit of coconut water. It's a little bit sweeter than what you normally would have, but I think that's gonna help balance out the acidity of the ceviche. Okay. So just grab a knife. There we go. So it's starting to go now. You hear the noise?
Yeah.
Sounds different?
Yeah.
So now we're going to take this and we're going to collect the coconut milk.
Nice. That's a lot.
Coconut water, excuse me. This is coconut water.
Beautiful. Oh.
So now we're going to open this up.
So these like more meat?
So the meats, all the meat is on the inside.
Delicious.
Yeah. Now, there's a couple ways you can get this out. You can put it in boiling water. You can also burn the outside. Put this on a flame, it'll loosen that up.
Oh yeah, that's what my mom used to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna go put this up for a couple minutes on the flame, and that'll help us get this meat out. So we're just gonna set that on the flame. You can do this in boiling water or right on the flame.
That's what my mom used to do. That's so cool.
Couple minutes, and what it's going to do is it'll loosen up that piece of white, that coconut meat that's on the inside, and it makes it a little bit easier for us to pull that out, so we can then blend that to make the coconut milk.
Perfect.
And then it allows you to just pull it off. This is a little bit rough, that's the texture of that, so I like to cut that off.
That's how they make coconut milk.
Exactly. Okay, so now we're going to take this, just because we may have gotten a little bit of particles in there, so that'll help us keep that clean. I just want enough to cover the coconut. That should be good right there. Now we're going to blend this. Sweeter than what you're used to because we added the coconut water instead of regular water.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little bit sweeter. A hint of that coconut flavor. You don't want it to be too sweet. So we'll add a little bit. Mix it up. Now we already got a little bit of that coconut look. I think we can add a little more. What do you guys think?
Yeah, probably a little
Still
bit.
has that acidity. I think we can add a little bit more.
Yeah, probably perfect what you did.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Perfect amount.
Good job, chef.
So good. Oh my god.
You see the fish is already cooked?
Yeah. Yeah, when you cut little pieces, melt that part.
Yeah, it'll cook.
Quick that. You can eat those, right?
Yes. All these are edible. These flowers. Actually, these flowers are from our garden.
Oh.
We grow our own microgreens and edible flowers.
Nice.
These little ones are from our garden.
Oh, how pretty.
No, I love it.
Yes, I love flowers we can eat.
There we go.
Wow. Ta-da! Bravo! Thank you.
You're the best.
Wow. Thank you, Jean-Luc, for teaching us how to create this mouth-watering dish to all our viewers. Everybody, make sure to visit COCOLOCO at Flamingo Beach when you are in Costa Rica. It's the ultimate beach bar where you can witness the most incredible sunsets in the country.
Yummy.
Yay! Now everybody knows how to make ceviche.
Cheers, everyone.
Continuing our adventure, we hopped into our car and drove down Flamingo Beach, making our way back to COCOLOCO for sunset dinner. The scenic drive along the coastline was absolutely breathtaking, with the gentle ocean breeze and the sounds of crashing waves, creating a sense of tranquility. Flamingo Beach is becoming a vibrant hub with new marina and opportunities emerging. As we approached COCOLOCO, the beach atmosphere was incredible. The sounds of laughter and music were making everyone happy.
She was just
Jean-Luc
admiring
prepared a delicious dinner for us with
Where's
rest
Dad?
of the fish they caught in the
Where's
morning.
Dad?
And we had the most wonderful time while watching the beautiful sunset at COCOLOCO. It was truly a memorable experience you must try when you visit Costa Rica. Before we wrap up, Jean-Luc has a message for anyone considering a move to paradise.
I think the main thing would be give it time. You know, it's a big change from what you're used to. There's lots of advantages or some things that you're gonna miss. You know, sometimes I like to go into San Jose to you know, go see a movie or have lots of options for restaurants. But this area is growing, it's changing, and you know, it's incredible how different it is just from 18 years ago that I came. How much it's advanced. So if you come down here, give it some time. I think that would be the most
Good advice.
most advice I would.
Take it easy.
And come to COCOLOCO.
Come to COCOLOCO, yes.
This
Yes.
is the best restaurant ever on Flamingo Beach. Thank you for joining us on this episode of The Badass Wife of Costa Rica. We're here to share our stories and experiences of how we live in paradise. If you enjoyed this episode and want to learn more about how to live in paradise, stay tuned for the next exciting adventure. Until then, may your days be filled with sunshine and your hearts with joy. See you next time.